Hello, hello. Welcome to Upwork Academy. The Upwork algorithm has changed. Let's get into it. So, we always talk about on my channel tagging, optimization stuff, which is still present. That's still a primary function of how Upwork's algorithm works. It's one of those things that's very easily hacked. So, that's one of the really wonderful things about Upwork is that we don't have to worry about the algorithm being mysterious. It is all about tagging. But what I want to talk to you about today is one of Upwork's more recent changes. So, we have now had file merge. So we used to have something called a specialized profile, which was profiles that were similar in structure. So we would have a headline, description, portfolio, the same sort of thing, but they would be targeting a very specific kind of client. So we would use the headline, we would use our descriptions to talk and speak in that language to that particular client. And the client, from their side of things, would only know that profile existed. So it was a very cool feature of Upwork. I'm not shocked that they got rid of it. It is something that most freelancers on here didn't even know existed. So Upwork did a poll, they got a little bit of feedback, and it was pretty clear that nobody really understood how it worked. And so from a dev perspective, a developer perspective, it was just a little bit too much money and things to manage on the back end for them. So they got rid of it, which is, it's a new feature and actually makes things a lot more easy for us as freelancers, especially people who have one particular niche that they're in. So if you're, say, in my example, an illustrator, profile merge didn't really affect you. You have just one discipline, so everything is just one place. Your headline, description, portfolios are all the same, and nothing really happened here. But let's say that you're somebody who has multiple disciplines. Like I actually have done voiceover on Upwork and my profile was completely obliterated, which is completely fine. What I want you to do is to start thinking about your headline, your description in a little bit more of a hierarchy. So we're thinking more about our tagging. So tags are just words that Upwork uses to identify you and put you in front of the right people. Because Upwork's algorithm can't really distinguish you from other people based on, say, the contents of your portfolio. So it can't really look at what's in here and make determinations about what it is. It can't really say this is art. It can't really say that this is editing. It can't really say this is technical or anything like that. We have to give it words that it understands and uses to really distinguish between those things. For me, I use illustration, I use comics, I use character design to tell it this is character artwork, this is general illustration, this is children's book artwork, because the algorithm it really can't distinguish between those portfolios for us. So we have to help it out a little bit. So because of that, I want you to start thinking about your headline and your description and your portfolio and your skills section, which is a little bit further down here, this guy right here. And I want you to think about more of the hierarchy of those words. So in terms of how the algorithm is now reading these things, and I'll get a little more into the algorithm changes in future videos, but this is the first concept I want to run by you. So headline here is now a little bit more important because it's the first thing that's front and center, not just from a client perspective. So this is the thing that they read first, but it's also what the algorithm is reading first. So I want you to go through this and think about what is the most important words that identify you and describe what you do. So I have other videos and I'll link one on screen for you about how to find really good tags on here. But when you make that list of Upwork tagging optimization stuff, I want you to be thinking about, okay, which words are a little more prevalent, a little more important? For me, illustration and concept art are kind of the primary things that I do. So I want illustration and comics and concept art to be a little bit higher up. So I'm actually going to go in and do that right now. So I may go in here and put illustration. I may put concept art, which concept art is one of those things that is a little on the border for me. And I may actually look for a separate word for this because concept art is a little bit inside baseball. It's a little bit artist to artist rather than artist to client. So I want you to also be thinking about these words in that way too. So we want to be using that lens to describe what we do from a client perspective, if possible. So not what makes sense to us as a freelancer, but what makes sense to them. So use words that actually communicate what do I do and how do I help you more so than using the correct terminology, if that makes sense. So in terms of the hierarchy here now, we have headline, we have our description. So anything in here is going to be read as More important, if you have more of a certain word, so let's say I had illustration pop up twice, that's going to be a little bit more prevalent, a little bit more powerful to the algorithm than it was previously. These kinds of things. So tagging is not really changed in terms of how the algorithm sees these words. So if you've already put together a description in the way that I described on my channel, which is very optimized to have tagging in there, a what I help with list, a call to action, all that good stuff, then you're still in a really good spot. There's nothing that's really going to change dramatically where you're just completely screwed over if you haven't done these things. But just something to be aware of. The algorithm is shifting a little bit. It's becoming a little bit more focused, which is not a bad thing. I don't want everybody to panic because AI has a little bit of a negative connotation sometimes, especially on platforms like this. And I want you to be open to it. Shift your mindset a little bit to be possibly excited about it because it actually has some really good, solid benefits for us. So just be aware of that. And be thinking about your skills as well, because it's a little further down, but it's still really important. I want you to go and remove anything in here that's not super relevant to you. So anything that could cross over into other niches or is on the border of something that's kind of important to you or is a little bit more of a skill thing. So anytime Upwork puts those, detail oriented or any of those things, if you can't get rid of them, it's fine. It's not going to kill you or anything. But just if you can get rid of it and it's not relevant to you, then just completely negate it. We don't want to be giving Upwork more information that's not relevant to us. So less information, more intentional information is always going to be better than just lots of things for Upwork. We don't want to give it too much information because that might confuse it. So just give it just enough to identify you, put you in front of the right people, and don't L it. Don't over confuse it because we don't want to be giving it too much because that's the real danger oftentimes. So that is the first part of the Upwork algorithm changes. Just know that the shift has happened. It is not a bad thing. Platforms are changing like this all the time. And so I want you to just be aware of it because if you're aware of it, we can pivot, we can move with it rather than being freaked out and thinking the algorithm is a mysterious, unknowable force. It is in our corner. Upwork wants us to do well on here. They are very freelancer focused in almost every aspect. So just know that you have some really good, amazing people in your corner and just make some adjustments. Just make a little bit of changes here and there and check out my description. I have some cool things for you and I will see you guys in the next one.